Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. This is one of those stories that could reshape the entire landscape of the NFC West, and honestly, the entire NFC playoff picture. Rumors swirling through NFL circles are pointing towards a potential blockbuster deal that could send T.J. Watt, the Steelers' all-world pass rusher, to the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, you heard that right. T.J. Watt, one of the most feared edge rushers in the league, could be heading west, and if it happens, it's going to be a game changer. It's not just speculation. The whispers are getting louder, and the implications are massive for the 49ers, especially as they look to solidify their Super Bowl contention and finally get over the hump. Let's take a step back and look at what's really happening here. The Pittsburgh Steelers, sitting at a 7-6 record with their playoff hopes hanging in the balance, are reportedly considering trading Watt. The Steelers are at a crossroads, and they've got a ton of cap space, around $38 million, that they want to use wisely in what might be a rebuild. They're prioritizing young talent, offensive line upgrades, and cap flexibility to set themselves up for a brighter future. And Watt, with his elite production, is the kind of player they could look to move if they believe they won't be able to reach an agreement on a new contract, or if they see a chance to rebuild around other pieces. It's not just about cap space either, it's about strategic planning. Pittsburgh has been struggling a bit with their defense, especially after trading Hayward last season. Their defense is currently giving up nearly 24 points per game, and they're giving up 150 yards on the ground every week. They've got to make some tough decisions if they want to stay competitive. Now Watt himself is a game wrecker. The guy has 115 career sacks, over 200 quarterback hits, and 30 forced fumbles in just 110 games. That's a level of production that only a handful of players in league history can match. In 2025, even with a shoulder injury that limited his snaps, Watt managed to rack up 7 sacks, 41 quarterback hits, and even an interception for 13 yards. His ability to disrupt plays is extraordinary. He's a true strip sack maestro, constantly putting pressure on quarterbacks and forcing turnovers. That kind of impact is exactly what the 49ers need to push them over the top, especially as they prepare for what looks to be a deep playoff run. And let's be honest, adding Watt would give San Francisco a fearsome duo on the edges, teaming up with Watt-Bosa to create one of the most lethal pass-rushing combos in the league. Bosa, with his PFF grade of 78.3 and his relentless motor, complemented by Watt's relentless pursuit and elite pass rush skills, would make opposing quarterbacks think twice every time they drop back to pass. It's like having Strahan and Tuck all over again, but in 2024. And speaking of the 49ers, they're in a solid spot right now. Sitting at 9-4 and 3rd in the NFC West, they've faced some adversity with injuries on the defensive line, which has led to their defense surrendering over 20 points per game. But this is a team that's built for the postseason, with a strong offensive core led by Brock Purdy, who's been shining under center, and a defense that, with the right reinforcement, can become virtually unstoppable. Their cap space is around $20 million, which gives them some flexibility to make a move without jeopardizing their future. Adding Watt would not just be about boosting the pass rush. It's about elevating the entire defense, making them more aggressive, more disruptive, and more unpredictable. Watt's presence alone could increase their pressure percentage by around 20%, and with him on the field, the 49ers could aim for 12 or more sacks per season from their edge rushers. That's the kind of impact that can tilt the field and help close out tight games, especially against division rivals like the Rams and Seahawks, who have been posting some impressive offensive numbers lately. And don't forget, Watt's impact isn't just about the regular season. It's about elevating the entire team's playoff chances. His ability to turn the tide of a game with a strip sack or a big pressure situation makes him a true X-factor come postseason time. The 49ers, with their solid coaching staff and young, talented roster, could really benefit from that extra edge. It's worth noting that the Super Bowl odds have already shifted for the Niners. They're now at plus 2,800 in some betting markets, but if Watt joins and makes an immediate impact, those odds could shrink dramatically, maybe even to plus 900 or better. That's how much of a difference a player of Watt's caliber can make. His presence would send a message to the entire league. The 49ers aren't just contenders. They're now serious Super Bowl favorites. But of course, nothing is guaranteed yet. The Steelers are known to be cautious with trades, especially for a player of Watt's stature, and there are plenty of variables in play. Pittsburgh would want a significant return, and that's where it gets interesting for the 49ers. They could potentially offer draft picks, maybe a first-rounder in 2026, or other assets that would make the deal worthwhile for the Steelers. And of course, the 49ers would have to work out a contract extension or some sort of agreement to keep Watt in the Bay Area long-term. But from a strategic standpoint, this move makes perfect sense for San Francisco. It's a chance to reinforce their pass rush, to make a statement in the NFC, and to set themselves up for a potential dynasty run. The team has already shown they can contend. Adding Watt could be the final piece that puts them over the top. Now, looking ahead, if this trade goes through, it could be comparable to some of the most impactful moves in recent NFL history. Imagine Watt and Bosa terrorizing quarterbacks in crunch time, forcing turnovers, and creating chaos in the trenches. That kind of dominance could elevate the 49ers from a good team to a great one, a true NFC powerhouse with Super Bowl aspirations firmly in sight. The playoff picture would shift, the NFC landscape would change, and the 49ers would be front and center as the team to beat. And let's not forget, Watt's leadership and intensity are contagious. He's a player who lifts everyone around him, and his relentless attitude would resonate with the entire squad. The young guys, like the emerging stars on defense, would learn from him, and the entire team's culture could take a step forward. This isn't just about adding a player, it's about elevating the entire franchise. That's what makes this potential move so exciting. The opportunity to bring in a player like Watt is rare, and if it happens, it could be remembered as one of those defining moments that set the stage for years of success. So as we wait to see how this story unfolds, one thing's clear. The San Francisco 49ers are on the brink of something big. Whether it's through this trade or other strategic moves, they're positioning themselves to be serious contenders, not just for this season, but for many to come. Watt could be the missing piece in their quest for Lombardi glory, a symbol of their relentless pursuit of greatness. The next few weeks will be crucial, and fans, you better stay tuned because this story is far from over. If it all comes together, we'll be talking about it for years. The day the 49ers made a statement and took the NFC by storm. So keep your eyes peeled, stay fired up, and get ready for what could be one of the most exciting chapters in 49ers history. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Watt is the perfect fit for the 49ers? How do you see him impacting the team's chances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. This is an exciting time for our franchise, and we want to hear your voices. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. Let's keep the faith, keep the passion burning, and get ready for what could be an unforgettable postseason run. Go Niners!